A shocking discovery about 2 hours southeast of Los Angeles. Police say one family's 13 children were held captive inside a home in filthy conditions, some shackled to beds. I want to bring in our CNN correspondent Stephanie Elam. Stephanie, this is just a terrible, horrific story. You're in Paris, California tonight. What do you know? What can you tell us?
It's a very shocking story, Don, and one that there's still a lot of questions. But what I can tell you here is in this house here, where what we understand, a 17-year-old was able to escape, according to police, with a cellular device and call 911, where she told authorities that she and her 12 brothers and sisters were being held captive inside here by their parents. When police responded to the home, they did find those 12 siblings inside the home, ages 2 through 29. But what they said is that the children were so emaciated and malnourished that the 17-year-old, for example, they thought she was about 10 years old. We know all of the children, including the 7 adults of those children, have been taken to medical centers for treatment. And as far as the couple, the parents here, David and Louise Turpin, we understand that they have been arrested and they are now being held on bail of $9 million each in this case, Don.
I got to ask you, Steph, are we hearing from any of the people who interacted with this family? Were there any clues that something wasn't right here?
Right, yeah, we've heard from the lawyer, because the couple did file for bankruptcy in 2011. Their bankruptcy lawyer saying that they were, quote, nice people and they spoke lovingly of their children. CNN was also able to talk to the mother of David Turpin, and she says that they're being misrepresented, that they were actually a respectable family, and that they really were protective of the kids, so much so they dressed all of the children alike, and when they would go out on vacations, they would often line up in age order with mom in front and dad in the back. But still lots of questions, Don.
Stephanie Elam, Paris, California for us this evening. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. I want to bring in now CNN law enforcement analyst Art Roderick. Art, listen, I want to talk about this shocking story. How can something like this happen without neighbors or anyone else knowing?
Well, that's the big question I have. I mean, what did the neighbors know? This is a horrible and bizarre case. You've got ages 2 to 29. I mean, I think they have to go all the way back to when the 29-year-old was born and figure out what was going on with this family. Now, I have found out that they did have a previous residence in Texas. So law enforcement is going to have to go back and try to piece together this puzzle and figure out what was going on with this family. They also had the house, that residential home in that residential area, classified as sort of a private school, educating ages 1 through 12. So the whole setup is very bizarre, and you would think at some point that some government official would have come out and checked that particular private school to make sure the registration was correct.
Yeah, the video you're looking at, that was I think they were renewing their vows back in 2013 in Los Angeles. The suspects are David Allen Turpin and Louise Anna Turpin. They were charged with torture and child endangerment. What causes someone, why do people do this?
This is, we can't even imagine this. I mean, normal people can't imagine the mindset of individuals like this. When I first heard about this case, the first thing I thought of was human trafficking, human sex trafficking. That does not appear to be the case here. Of course, there's a lot of questions, as Stephanie had mentioned. You know, when you're keeping adults chained to a bed, you know, what is that situation? What's going on there? And how come at this particular point in time this 17-year-old was actually able to escape? There's a lot of questions here to be answered, and this case will be looked at and studied from purely a psychological basis.
So how do they approach this? Because you heard Stephanie mention something about a bankruptcy and so on. So what will investigators be looking for first in this case?
Well, they'll be looking for all of this, but they'll also be looking at you know, what are the children's physical and psychological conditions? So they'll be putting all these kids through psychological testing. I mean, you've got an infant here, a 2-year-old. You know, they all appear to be malnourished. The couple's in custody. They're not going to get out. I doubt they can make the $9 million bond apiece. So law enforcement has plenty of time here to go back and check all these boxes and go back 29 years and look at how this thing advanced to the point that it is right now.
Art, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Don.
That's it for us tonight. Thanks for watching. I'll see you right back here tomorrow.